The river waterway dictates the length of a bridge. Just add the portions for the abutment of the approach. This is the second example for bridge geometry. You are watching Bridge Engineering. The bridge is to traverse a 40-feet river, and it consists of two lanes with 5-feet shoulders on either side. At the ends are 32 inches F-shaped concrete barriers. We are to determine the shears and moments due to the dead loads. First is to determine the bridge geometry. The bridge length adopts the river waterway, then add at least 5% of the bridge length for abutments on both sides. So for the example, the bridge span is 40, plus 2 ends with 5% of the length, that is 40. This gives 44 feet as the bridge span. Convert this span to millimeters as we need it in this unit later. The conversion is 304.8 millimeters per foot, giving 13,411.2 millimeters. Next is to identify the depth, where we use tables. Since there are different materials for the bridge, identify the type required by the problem. The premise states that we are to analyze a simple span RC bridge, so the table used is categorized as RC, or reinforced concrete. The type isn't mentioned, so we use the simplest, which is slab. To take the minimum depth for a simple span slab, use the function 1.2 of S plus 3,000 over 30. Place 13,411.2 millimeters for S, and solve D as 656.448 millimeters, which then can be converted as 25.83 inches, rounded off to 26. This is a solid member, thus no need to compute for other superstructure members. Now to solve for the dead loads. The slab stretches on two lanes, which are 12 feet each. There are also shoulders on either side. With the slab is the wearing surface on top and the stay-in-place form below. So let's start with DW. The wearing surface uses asphalt with unit weight of 0.14 kip per cubic feet. DW is computed as the thickness with the tributary width times the unit weight. For this case though, the tributary width is the full width of the bridge. So DW is 3 inches converted to feet multiplied by 34 feet and 0.14 kip per cubic feet. DW is then taken as 1.19 kip per foot. Next is DC. The other superstructure components fall under this category. For the deck, the unit weight of concrete is 0.145 kip per cubic feet. DC of deck is computed as the thickness with the tributary width times the unit weight, or that is 26 inches converted into feet times 34 feet with 0.145 kip per cubic feet. DC due to deck is 10.6817 kip per foot. Another DC is due to the stay-in-place form, with unit weight of 5 pounds per square foot. DC due to form is the tributary width with the unit weight, that is 34 feet times 0.005 kip per square foot, where DC due to form is computed as 0.17 kip per foot. The other component in the superstructure is concrete barriers. The problem requires 32 inches F-shaped barriers, where from the table, we take the unit weight as 460 pounds per foot. The barriers are on either side, so DC due to barriers is twice of 0.46, which gives 0.92 kip per foot. To summarize the loadings, first is dW of 1.19 kPa per foot distributed along the length of the slab. This creates a maximum shear solved from half of W times L, which is 1.19 times 44 over 2, giving 26.18 kPa. The maximum moment is solved from WL squared over 8. From the example, this is 1.19 times the square of 44 over 8, where the moment due to dW is 287.98 kPa foot. Another dead load is DC, which is comprised of the different components such as deck, the stay-in-place forms, the barriers on either side. Then don't forget to add miscellaneous to account for railings and other bridge utilities. The total DC is 11.7917 applied uniformly along the stretch of the bridge. The maximum shear for the simple span is then 11.7917 times 44 over 2, which results to 259.4174 kPa. The maximum moment is still taken from WL squared over 8, or that is 11.7917 times the square of 44 over 8, giving a moment of 2,853.5914 kPa foot.